Today marks exactly 5 years since I first uploaded my very first YouTube video on this channel, and in the last 5 years, I've made nearly daily videos, more than 1,200 videos so far. And those videos went on to get 120 million views on this channel, and I've also been able to grow and monetize multiple other channels in the same business. So for anybody considering starting a YouTube channel and turning that channel into a business, or using YouTube to get existing clients for their existing business, I wanted to share 5 lessons I learned that hopefully are gonna speed up the process for you in your YouTube journey. The very first lesson I learned is by making search-based content when you're starting a YouTube channel is very difficult, and I've tried this with multiple channels to make this point. It's very difficult to make videos that are not search-based on a brand new channel and still get views. And by search-based, I mean to make videos that people are using YouTube and Google to search for, and you show up as a solution to a problem. Now, on top of that, you can make these more evergreen, meaning a video you make that is search-based, is it going to be searched years from now, and is your video still going to be relevant? If you get those right, it will fuel your YouTube channel just like it did mine. So to this day, I could get millions of views per month without any of my new videos actually getting many views at all. This creates a real business that's sustainable, and I think is one of the best lessons. And I use a tool called TubeBuddy to do my keyword research to know exactly what people are searching for, and then I make a list of videos based on that, and I know every time when I go to make a new video exactly what type of video to make. Number 2, I wish I learned a long time ago, and is picking a niche. And let me explain. On this channel, I really am trying to now get to a niche. I started much too broad, and I've actually had to work backwards. But on every channel I've created since then, I've actually created a niche. And by that, I mean, who is going to be my target audience? What kind of videos should I make to serve a specific set of people? Because with this channel, I 100% rely on YouTube views. I need to get millions of views every month for this to be a successful business. But that is not really a way to pursue YouTube for most people. A much better way is if you do, again, search-based type content to start, but to a specific niche and for a specific audience, you could build a real business. And if you have an existing business, you already know the type of people you should be serving, so the type of content you make should be around that. That makes it much easier to have many monetization options, right? It's not gonna limit you to just relying on YouTube views and to rely on YouTube to actually give you a paycheck, right? You can monetize it many different ways, and I have a ton of videos covering that on this channel. Number 3 is just staying consistent, and you may have heard this from lots of different YouTube channels, but it's the best lesson I learned. Someone told me when I first started that first year, 5 years ago, that hey, the first year you're probably not going to get the results you're looking for, and I did not. I don't think I even hit 1,000 subscribers on my entire first year, and I really didn't make any money. So to keep going was kind of crazy if you think about it. Who does something for a whole year and doesn't get results and keeps going? But I learned that lesson because someone else like me just sat here and told me, hey, if you want YouTube to be successful for you, just put in the time in the first year and stay consistent. So I nearly uploaded every single day for a whole year without seeing the results I wanted to. And in the second year, it really took off. And in the third year, it really went through the roof, where I got to 100,000 subscribers. So you got to think of it that way. Even though it took me a year to get 1,000 subscribers, these days I have days where in one day I get 1,000 subscribers, and I've had days where in one day I got 1 million views. So it could get to that point if you stay with it and are consistent. Number 4 is improving your thumbnails. And I had no idea before I did my research how big of an impact a good thumbnail makes on your video. And what really makes a good thumbnail from across all the different channels and all the people I help with YouTube is something that's just really easy to understand and it's interesting. So if it's interesting, meaning there's some elements where it's not fully explained, but at the same time, it's really easy to grasp that people want to click on it, then you have an interesting thumbnail that is going to perform. Because it doesn't matter how good your video is. It doesn't matter how good whatever the type of content you're covering in the video is, if no one's clicked on the video. And the only 2 factors that are gonna help people click on the video are the thumbnails and the title. And I typically think of the thumbnail as 50-50 partner to the title. And that's a place where you could really improve pretty easily using platforms like Canva. And those type of platforms have professional templates, and you just simply edit them and you're ready to go. And you're gonna step up your thumbnail game to the next level. And number 5 is increasing retention time. So you got someone to like your thumbnail or to find your title interesting, they clicked. Now you got to get that person to watch most of your video. Now, if you get your retention time to over 50%, that means everyone that landed on your video, if half of them are watching your video through the end, you're gonna have a massively successful YouTube channel. So the way I approach this is I think of 3 things to help improve retention time. One is the hook of the video. In the first 10 seconds, 5 seconds, are you giving people what they came for? And are you gonna keep it visually interesting? And carry that through the first 30 seconds of the video. Then how do you keep people longer after the hook of the video, the beginning part? Well, have visual elements that show up across your video to make it more interesting. And I made a dedicated video about retention time that I'll link below as well. And then the third thing that I try to do, which I'm doing with this video, is have a numbered list, like 5 things that I want to share with you, right? Because that way you give a reason for people to stay till the end to see what other things you have to offer or what other advice you have throughout your video. So using those factors has helped me in a lot of videos actually get YouTube to suggest my video to a brand new audience, again, using all the different techniques combined. And I've also put together a free training. It's about an hour long that walks you through exactly the process that I use to get a YouTube channel to grow. And I've used it many, many times across multiple channels and for my students. And that is linked below, and I hope you find it useful. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you next time.